Hi everybody, welcome to another kids craft. Today we're going to be making a shimmering, shining fish model. You don't need much for this craft. All you need is some air dry clay, some googly eyes, and a whole bunch of sequins. Here's how we start. First things first, you want to sculpt your fish. There are two ways to do this. You can make a 3D model fish like this, or you can make a flat model like this. We're going to go over how to sculpt both of those. Okay, first we are going to make our 3D fish. So open your package and tear off a little more than half. I'm going to roll it and squish it around into something of an egg shape. So let's just do this real quick. Kind of like this, so kind of like a really thin egg. Set that aside. You're going to want to get two pieces that are roughly the same. Mine are a little off there. It's closer. All right, kind of make these into teardrop shapes. These are going to be our fish's fins. They were roughly the same size. Okay. And then you're going to want to squish these flat. And there you have fins. You can shape them a little bit more if you want to. And then just attach them towards the thicker side of your shape there. Just like that. Okay, tear off just a tiny piece, maybe a little big, just a little tiny piece like that, and make a worm looking shape like that. Tear mine a little bit off there. Right, you're gonna bring it around to make a circle, squish it together, and put this on the thick side for your fish's mouth, like that. Next, we're going to make our fish's top fin and tail. So take as much as you think you need, like that. Go ahead and roll out kind of a longer shape like this. Squish it flat, and just kind of work it into a shape that you like. I just kind of want mine to kind of sit up nice like that. And then attach it to the top of your fish. Mine's going to be a little big there, but that's okay. Oops. And for the bottom fin, take how much you think you need. I'll give mine, do the rest for mine. You can start with a ball or an oval shape and kind of squish it around until you get a shape you like. I think I want to give mine more of a little bit of a heart shape, so I'm going to just do some pinches there. There we go. Just attach that to the back of my fish. You can use things like toothpicks or something smaller than like that to kind of help keep your pieces in place. I think mine are going to stick pretty well. So for the final step, I'm going to give my fish eyes. And if you're getting our take and make kit, these will be self-adhesive, so they'll just stick. But you can just embed them into the clay like so. And now our fish is ready for scales. But let's make the flat fish first. Okay, so to make your flat fish, you're going to want pretty much the whole piece. There's really not a trick to this. You just kind of want to squish and flatten it and just kind of pinch until you get the shape you like. So I'm going to start, this is going to be my head, so I'm just going to pinch it down just a little bit. We'll come back and form the mouth in a second. I'm going to just pull some of this up and push here for my top fin. There you go. And do the same down here for my bottom fin. And then pinch and pull a little bit more for my tail fin. This is a little thinner than the rest, but that is okay. You want to make sure you have some thickness to put the sequins in. This should be okay. Now back to my front. I'm going to take a pencil and just kind of push that in a little bit. And then pinch a bit more till I get a shape I like for my fish's mouth. There we go. I am going to take just one googly eye, since this is a fish from the side. And just embed that right into the clay. You can glue these in later if you need to. Now I'm going to take my pencil and just carve in some more details for the fins. And you can do this with a toothpick or skewer, whatever you have on hand. The choice is yours. And there we go. We have our fish ready for their scales. Okay, I'm going to start with my flat fish, and I'm just going to start mine. I'm not going to do it all the way because it does take some time, and once you kind of see how it works, you'll get the hang of it pretty quick. So you're going to take your sequins one at a time with the curved side facing up. And you're going to take one at a time and just embed it right into the clay like so. You're going to want to start at the back of your fish and move towards the head. You're going to layer it as you go. So let me do one round here. Just press it right into the clay like that. And once your clay air dries, it should stick in there. But if you ever do have any scales that fall out, just take a little bit of white glue, put it in the hole where the scale was, and it should stay in place from then on. But most of them, if you embed them pretty well, should stay in place. I'm leaving a tiny bit of a gap because I am going to actually layer my scales in an alternating pattern here. So I have my first row done. I'm going to go just a little bit off that one here. And then right there, so you can still see that back row between these. I'm going to finish out this row, and I will demonstrate a little bit on the 3D fish. You also don't have to use all of the same color of sequins. If you get our Take and Make kit, you will just be getting one color, but you can use multiple colors if you want to make like a rainbow fish. So here we go. There's my second row. I'll show you that real quick. There we go. And just keep going on with the next row. Just kind of offset your rows just a little bit so you have some nice layers, kind of like a real fish's scales. Let's put two more in here. There you go. And just keep going one row at a time till you get to the head, and your fish looks a little something like this. Then you can finish with paint or markers, whatever you choose. Now let's take a look at the 3D fish. Now this is going to work very similar. Again, you want the curved side up, and you want to work again back to front, but just make sure you watch out for your fins, and again just embed right in the side there. You're going to have a little less space to work with, but that's okay. Just do the best you can. And you may want to try to do it evenly on both sides if you can. If not, that's fine as well. There we go. Since I squished my fin a little bit, that's all right. It's not fully dry yet, so we still have plenty of time to fix that. There you go. Could use maybe two more. You can go right up to the fin there. And much like with the flatfish, if you want to add more details with a toothpick or pencil, you can do that. Now each take and make kit will allow you to make about one fish, but if you want to make smaller fish, you could probably do both. So there you are. An example there, how that works. And once you're finished, you'll have something that looks a little more like this. And again, you can finish that with paint or markers. All right, and there you have your shimmery, shiny fish models. Make sure you give these time to dry. Make sure they're in a kind of a warm, dry place to allow that air clay time to dry. You do want to use air dry clay because you probably don't want to go sticking that in the oven. Yeah, and you can set these decorate. Have a nice, shiny summer decoration. Thank you for joining us for this month's Kids Craft, and we will see you next time. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh, and if you are curious, here's how my green fish turned out. You can see I did have to fix the lines on the fins just a little bit with my pencil again. That's okay. Here's my 3D fish. You see he got a little bit squished, but that's okay. Still looks pretty good.